Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They start on the ground with Elliott. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A man who played his prep ball in nearby Frisco, it's Kene Nwangu. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kene Nwangu, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. The Cowboys at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down, Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, 6, 7. Red, cycle. Shot, 17.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the set.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Now Lance. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Let's go now.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, green.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ball red.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott off play action. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The inside give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man, Lamb. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, get it right back to it, and let him cap things off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run to Nwangu. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Let's go. Black shot. Hey,
And the slot man goes in motion left.
right. Heel, left. Faster.
The Lance going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Ready up.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So probably going Prescott here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big run that time by Elliott. 41 yards. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here we go.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing now is Lance. And Davis with it left side. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Lance and company going on 4th down. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And Lance now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Lance looks to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. On the draw, it's Nwangu. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Lance now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Throwing again on second down. Lance. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Operating from the gun, Lance, and this is going to be incomplete.
Got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. Got his man, that's Harry. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Off of play action, here's Lance. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Complete to number 19. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Here we go. Number 38. Black Ultra. Long range.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. It was was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
Now a give running right, Nwangu. Gets by him at the 25.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Buccaneers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's got room. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
The throw over the middle taken in. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Down.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Right. Field, left.
Now a play fake. Lance. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On play action, Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, it's Lance. Catch is made by Herring. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Play action, now it's Lance. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And Prescott, his third interception, picked up by Mike Hughes. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.